What's up, everybody? It's me, DisBearity here, and today I'll be going over another overview for the Sorcerer Class. Now, keep this in mind, y'all. This video is not here to teach you any type of meta build for this game. This is not here to teach you how to play the game or beat the game on Tactician mode or whatnot, even though Tactician mode is actually really easy. So if you need help in Tactician mode, then I'm sorry. But anywho, though, let's go ahead and get this started, y'all. So as a sorcerer, sorcerers are natural spellcasters drawing an inherent magic from a gift or a bloodline. So as a sorcerer, you have 8 in strength, 13 in dex, 15 in con, 12 in int, 10 in whiz, and 17 in charisma. Now, your weapon proficiencies are daggers, quarterstaffs, light crossbows, spears, pikes, halberds, glaives, light armor, shields, arcana, history, deception, divination, and persuasion are your skills. Now, if you go to the cantrips, right? So keep this in mind first off. As you guys see here, sorcerers are very charismatic. So keep that in mind. That's why you're a charismatic sorcerer. So keep that in mind. The cantrips that you get are, of course, the usual, between Bone Chill, Acid Splash, True Strike, Light, Fire Bolt, Blade Ward, Ray of Frost, Shocking Grass, Minor Illusion, Bone Chill, etc. Okay? So, you can mix this stuff however you feel like it. I usually put in Fireball, because Fireball is pretty spicy, honestly. If you want your mage to be a little bit frontline, then Shocking Grass will be a good one to use as well. Now, spell-wise, you get access to early on is something like Magical Missile and also Chromatic Orb. Magical Missile is actually really quite nice because of the simple fact that if I recall, it always hits unless it's being blocked by shield. So, example, we're going to get rid of Chromatic Orb and put in shield. So what shield does is that when you are about to get hit by an enemy, it increases your armor class by 5, and you take no damage from magical missiles. So very nice, very useful. So now we're going to be heading over to the subclass here. So subclass of the sorcerer, you have wild magic, draconic bloodline, and also storm sorcery. So with wild magic here, your powers come from ancient forces of chaos. They churn within you, waiting to burst free at any time. Then the draconic bloodline. Your veins carry draconic magic, the result of powerful dragon ancestor. And the last one, at least, you have the storm sorcery. Whether crackling with the energy of the ancient deluges or pierced by gales of hurricanes, your lineage is a strange tapestry sprawled by tempest. And what your subclass feature there is tempestuous magic. After you cast a level 1 spell or higher, you can fly as a bonus action until the end of your turn without receiving opportunity of attacks. So that's pretty broken, honestly, but it's nice. And back to Draconic Bloodline, of course, your class features are Draconic Resilience. Your hit points maximum increases by 1 for each sorcerer level. And then Draconic Resilience, your dragon-like skills cover parts of your body or skin. When you aren't wearing armor, you have a base armor class of 13. So that's not bad at all, honestly. That's at that point, you might as well just not wear armor, So this time around, I'll be going with the Draconic Bloodline as my class here, or subclass. So let's go with the Dragon Ancestor. So with the Dragon Ancestor, choose your Dragon Ancestor. The damage type associated with that dragon will influence later features. So because, I'm a person who loves fire and lightning, we're going to go with one or the other. So we're going to go with the Ancestry of Blue, which this will give us the access to Witch Bolt. Then we go with the Draconic Bloodline here. What kind of skills do we want, as you guys see here. We're going in deeper into detail here. So this is pretty cool. You got Asgaroth Coronet. You got the No Scales. You got the Crush Studs. They also have the, just scales in general, or so do your gems. And they can choose what color, you want your scales to go, because we're a blue dragon, of course, or you can go with all colors. It all depends how you really feel, It's your character. You can do what you want, And then after that, everything is good. So now we're going to level up our sorcerer. So if I recall, as a sorcerer, you have access to what you would call sorcerer's points in a sense. So as you see here, create sorcerer points. Spend all spell slots to gain sorcerer points. So this will help you recast spells. And then you also have one that's called create a spell slot. Spend sorcery points to unlock a spell slot. Then we gain a spell. You gain 2 passives, and then also we can replace a spell. So let's go ahead and go to spells here. What kind of spell do I want to go with? We got Thunder, we got Enhanced Sleep, Ice Knife. Shoot, man. It's so many good, decent spells to go with. Let's go ahead and go with Thunderclap. to get back that good old pushback. I call it thunderclap, even though it's called thunderwave. Yes, I get it. I know. I just like to call it that. Okay. So now we get access to class passives here. So we get Careful Spell allows allies automatically to succeed saving throws against spells that require them. Distance Spell increases the range of spells by 50%. Melee spells get a range of 9 meters. Extended Spell, double the duration of conditions summoned and surfaces caused by spells. And then Twin Spell. So to me, what's going to be really nice, especially if I want to play like a backline mage, Distance Spell is going to be quite nice, in my personal opinion. And then also, what's going to be really nice too is that Twin Spell can be pretty fire as well. So is with Twin Spell here, spells that only target one creature can target an additional creature. This costs 1 sorcery point per spell slot used. Cantrips also cost 1 sorcery point. For spells that don't shoot a projectile, the targets need to be close enough together. So, quite nice. So with the HP increase here, as you guys see, we get access to more spell slots and then also a sorcery point of 1. So let's go back to spells. We get to select a nice little new spell here. Blur is pretty nice if you want to, if you're being focused by enemies. The Cloud of Daggers is really nice, especially if your enemies are in a corridor and they have to walk through there in order to get hurt. But Darkness is also really good too, which creates a dark shroud that heavily obscures and blinds creatures within it. So for me at least, I'm going to go ahead and go Cloud of Daggers. Now we get another class passive here. With this class passive, as you see, they added on 2 more, which is Subdual Spell. You can cast spells while silence. Now that right there by itself, by the way, that you should already know. That's pretty busted. All right, so we get another spell slot, level 2 spell slot, by the way, and also another sorcery point. We get access to the Cantrip, which this time around, I'm going to go with Ray of Frost where I can slow down enemy movement. Spell-wise, this is the spicy spells here, the spiciness. So, I mean, because of the spells here, Scorching Ray is quite nice of a spell to go with, and now we get to choose a feat. So a couple of feats that I would go with, I mean, personally, you have Mage Slayer, which when a creature casts a spell within melee range of you, you have advantage on any saving throw against it. You can use a reaction immediately to make the attack against the caster, which is nice. Or you have, Mage Initiate as a sorcerer. You learn 2 cantrips at level 1, or you can just basically, if you want to go with this route, by the way, the Mage Initiate, then you can, I would say go Warlock, especially since you're a charismatic character. And the reason why is that you're going to get cantrips such as Eldritch Blast, which is probably one of my favorite, because Eldritch Blast just makes you feel powerful. I'm gonna be honest, like that's all I'm saying. It just makes you feel powerful. Then we get to change the spell here. We're going to change out. Actually, no, we're going to not change. So we're going to get a spell here. Hellish Rebuke. Good reaction spell, by the way, my opinion. So we get access to level 3, I believe now, and also more sorcery points. So boom, bada beam. So becoming level 3 here, we get Blink. At the end of your turn, roll a d20 on 11 or higher. You can vanish into the ethereal plane while there. You can't be harmed or seen in this world. Very nice. There's also Haste, and now the best one here that everybody goes with because it's just plain old busted. Fireball. All right, so we get another spell 3 slot, another sorcery point. We get to also gain another spell. And subclass features Affinity Damage. When you cast a spell that deals damage of the type associated with your draconic ancestry, you add your charisma modifier to the damage. And then also you get Elemental Affinity Resistance. When you cast a spell that deals damage of the type, you spend 1 sorcery point to gain resistance to damage type. And now with level 3 spells, we're going to go ahead and learn Haste. All right, so we gain a level 4 spell slot and also 1 sorcery point. So let's go ahead and go here. Now, level 4 spell slot here. This is kind of spicy. So Great Invisibility is already learned for us, which is hella nice. Ice Storm is pretty busted as well in its own right, or Blight is pretty nice as well. So, but Blight does maximum, plants take maximum damage from Blight, so keep that in mind. Let's go ahead and go Ice Storm because this will reduce enemies' movements as well. So between Ice Storm and Fireball, boom. And all right, so we get access to another spell here, and then the spell that I'm going to be going with here is Dimensional Door. And then for a class feature. Elemental Adept. Your spells ignore resistance to the damage type of your choice when you cast spells of the type that you want. So, For me, at least, if I'm going to be casting fireball like crazy, boom, fire. So that means that they don't get resistance against the fire, which is going to be, again, nice to use. And all right, guys, so with that said here, hope that you guys learned today on how to use or become your sorcerer that you want to become. If this guide helped you out or overview helped you out in any way, shape, or form, please consider liking and subscribing. Also, hit that notification bell down below to be notified on any future guide on this series here. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for support and all that you guys do. And I'll see y'all next time. Peace out. Much love, everyone. Have a good one. If you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like and also hit the bell notification down below. Thanks for watching.